Every morning is a new beginning, a silent invitation from life to start again, to breathe, to rise, to become the best version of yourself. And yet most mornings you wake up with the weight of yesterday still on your shoulders. You remember the things you did not finish, the mistakes you made, the words you wish you had said, and somewhere between regret and routine, you forget the truth that every sunrise is a chance to be different, to be better, to move closer to who you are meant to be. And it does not matter how many times you have failed or fallen. What matters is that you stand up again, because every day you wake up, you are given another opportunity to change your story, to rewrite the script, to take a single step forward toward your dreams and purpose. The journey to becoming the best version of yourself is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about showing up for yourself, even when no one else does. It is about taking small steps that lead to big transformations. It is about learning to love yourself through the process, even when you are not yet who you want to be. It is about discipline, about believing that your effort today will create your tomorrow, and that consistency is stronger than motivation, because motivation fades, but discipline builds character. You become the best version of yourself when you stop waiting for permission, when you stop asking for validation, when you stop comparing your path to someone else's highlight reel and start focusing on your own growth. You become the best version of yourself when you decide to take responsibility for your life, for your happiness, for your energy, because no one else is coming to save you. No one else can walk your path for you. No one else can do the work that only you can do. And it starts in the morning, in the quiet, before the world wakes up, when your mind is still pure and full of possibility. That is when you set the tone for your day. That is when you decide who you are going to be today. You can choose to hit snooze, to stay in comfort, to repeat the same routine that keeps you stuck. Or you can choose to rise, to stand tall, to face your fears, and to say, today I will be better than I was yesterday, not for anyone else, but for myself. Becoming your best self is about awareness. It is about looking at your life honestly and asking yourself, am I living in alignment with who I want to be, or am I letting fear and habit control me? It is about taking ownership of your thoughts, because your thoughts create your reality. It is about replacing self-doubt with self-belief, replacing excuses with action, replacing procrastination with purpose. You will never wake up one day and magically feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Waiting for the perfect moment is just another way to hide from your potential. The perfect moment is now. The perfect moment is the one you choose to act in, because every action, no matter how small, builds momentum, and momentum changes everything. You do not have to have it all figured out. You just have to begin. You become unstoppable when you stop letting temporary feelings dictate permanent decisions. When you stop letting comfort define your limits. When you stop being afraid of discomfort, because discomfort is the birthplace of growth. When you learn to sit with your fears, to feel the resistance and move anyway, that is when you evolve. That is when you become stronger. You must understand that growth requires pain. There is no progress without struggle. The version of you that you dream to become lives on the other side of your comfort zone, and to reach that place you must be willing to let go of who you were. You must be willing to leave behind the old stories, the limiting beliefs, the people who do not see your worth, the habits that drain your energy. You must be willing to start fresh and trust that what is meant for you will find you once you become ready for it. Each morning, ask yourself, who do I want to be today? Not what do I want to achieve, not what do I need to get done, but who do I want to be? Do I want to be disciplined, focused, kind, grateful, strong? Do I want to live with intention? Because who you are shapes what you do, and what you do shapes your life. Gratitude is the foundation of transformation. When you start each morning with gratitude, you shift your energy from lack to abundance. You stop focusing on what you do not have and start appreciating what you do have, and that shift changes everything, because gratitude opens your heart, it fuels your motivation. It reminds you that you are already blessed, and when you operate from gratitude, you attract more to be grateful for. Becoming the best version of yourself means mastering your mind. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. It can lift you up or hold you down. It all depends on what you feed it. Every thought you think is a seed, and whatever you plant consistently will grow. If you feed your mind with doubt, negativity, and fear, you will see that in your life. But if you feed it with faith, confidence, and vision, your reality will reflect that too. Every morning, you have a choice to focus on problems or possibilities, to dwell on what went wrong or what could go right, to replay the past or to create the future, and that choice defines your day, your energy, and your destiny. So, choose to think higher. Choose to believe that you are capable. Choose to affirm that today you will move closer to your goals, because every positive thought builds inner strength to become the best version of yourself. You must also protect your energy, your time, your peace. Stop giving your energy to things that drain you, to people who do not support your growth, to habits that steal your time, because time is your most valuable resource, and how you spend it defines your life. Spend it on learning, on creating, on growing, on connecting with people who inspire you, on building habits that strengthen you. The morning is your sacred time. Use it to build yourself before the world demands your attention. Do not start your day scrolling through other people's lives. Start it by connecting with your own. Sit in silence, reflect, breathe, journal. Move your body, feed your mind with inspiration. Listen to words that remind you of your power, because how you begin your day is how you shape your life. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. It is the art of doing what you said you would do long after the feeling has left. It is the ability to act on your goals even when you do not feel like it. It is waking up early when your bed feels warm. It is choosing healthy food when junk calls your name. It is focusing on your work when distractions whisper in your ear. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, you become stronger, you become more confident, you prove to yourself that you can trust yourself. Self-trust is the root of success. When you trust yourself, you no longer seek validation. You no longer depend on motivation. You simply act, you move, you grow, because you know that no matter what happens, you can handle it, that you are capable, that you are resilient, and that belief becomes your superpower. To become your best self, you must learn the art of consistency, not perfection. You will have days when you fail, days when you fall off track, days when you doubt yourself, but consistency means you get back up, you keep going, you do not let one bad day define your journey, because real growth happens through repetition, through showing up again and again, until success becomes a habit. Success is not built in a single moment. It is built in the quiet hours when no one is watching, in the mornings when you rise before the sun, in the choices you make every day, when you choose effort over excuse, focus over distraction, progress over perfection. That is where transformation begins. And you must remember that your best self is not someone you find. It as someone you create. You create it through choices, through habits, through the way you speak to yourself, through the way you treat others, through the way you respond to challenges. You create it every day in the little things, the little wins, the moments when you choose growth over comfort and integrity over convenience. The best version of yourself is not a destination. It is a direction. It is the continuous journey of learning, healing, growing, and expanding. It is about aligning your actions with your values, your goals with your soul. It is about living with purpose and intention, not drifting through life waiting for happiness to arrive, but creating it with your own hands, your own heart, your own effort. You must also learn to forgive yourself, because becoming your best self requires compassion. You cannot grow while holding on to guilt, shame, or regret. You are human. You will make mistakes. You will stumble, you will fall, but every mistake carries a lesson, and every fall teaches you strength. Forgiveness frees you to move forward. It opens the door for renewal, and every morning is proof that you are given another chance to begin again. Believe in the power of patience. Growth takes time. The best version of you is not built overnight. It is crafted through seasons of effort, moments of doubt, lessons of failure, and sparks of inspiration. Trust the process, even when it feels slow, because the universe rewards persistence and consistency. Becoming your best self also means facing your fears, not running from them. Fear is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shows you where you need to grow. It points you toward your potential. And when you move through fear, you discover freedom. Every time you face what scares you, you expand your limits. You take your power back. And in the quiet of the morning, remind yourself that you are capable of more than you know, that the limits you feel are not real. They are only walls built by doubt, and every step you take beyond fear weakens those walls until you are free. You are not here to live the same day over and over. You are here to evolve, to create, to love, to make an impact, to live fully and deeply, to give your gifts to the world. You are not here to be ordinary. You are here to be extraordinary. And that begins the moment you decide that you deserve better, that your life deserves your full attention, your focus, your heart, your energy. The best version of you is already inside you, waiting to be awakened, waiting for you to believe, waiting for you to act, waiting for you to stop playing small and start stepping into your potential. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are simply being prepared. You are being shaped, refined, strengthened for what is coming. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, look in the mirror and remind yourself that you are becoming, that every effort counts, that every sunrise brings new strength, that you are not behind. You are simply in progress, and progress is beautiful. Choose to rise, choose to move, choose to act, choose to love yourself enough to do the work. Every morning is your chance to begin again, and the best version of yourself is waiting on the other side of your excuses. This is your time, this is your season, this is your moment to evolve, to become the person you were meant to be, not someday, not when things are perfect, but now, today, with what you have, with where you are, because you already have everything you need inside you. All that remains as the decision to begin. Every great life begins with one choice, the choice to no longer settle for average, the choice to no longer let fear dictate your steps, the choice to live with purpose and passion and faith. And when you make that choice, the world will open up to meet you halfway. So wake up and rise with gratitude, with courage, with intention. Wake up and speak life into your dreams. Wake up and become the person your future self will thank you for, because the best version of yourself is not waiting in the future. It is created in every present moment. You choose to give your best.